Hello, lovely ones. You are welcome to New Focused Approach to Mathematics Basics 7. Remember, this is the revised edition. And in this video, we want to use balancing method to model and solve linear equations. So take note of that. Okay, now before we continue, let's also understand the symbols we'll be using to do this modeling. We are going to have green square with x inside representing positive x, and then red square with x modeling negative x. Triangle will model positive 1 if it is green, and it will model negative 1 if it is red. So these are some things we are going to use. For example, if I say 2x, then it means I need 2 of the green x, okay? And if I show negative maybe x, I need red of the x. And if I say negative 3, I need 3 of the red triangles in that order. Now let's take example and see how it works. This is our balance, and it's like a scale, balance. And so we have the equation 5x plus 6 is equals to 2x plus 15. And we have to model at the same time solve. So let's model the 5x. 5x means we are going to have 5 of the green because it's positive. And then 6 also means that we are going to have 6 of the triangles as positive. Then the other side of the equation, that is the right hand side, the same thing must be done also. There we have 2x plus 15 of the ones, which is the green ones. And so together we have our equation model this way. And in using this particular model, whatever is done to the left hand side must be done to the right hand side, so that we can always keep the scale balance. Is that okay? Good. So the first thing we have to do is to try to eliminate, add and subtract and stuff. So since we have 2x here and we have 5x here, maybe we're going to add negative of the 2x to both sides of the equation. So I'm going to introduce negative of the 2 of the x. And then once I've introduced that to the right hand side, I must do the same thing to the left hand side as well, because I must always keep the scale balance, remember. Now take note also that anytime we have red and green coming together like this, they cancel each other. They cancel each other. The same thing, so 2 of this will cancel the 2 of that as well. And so when that is done, then we are going to have our equation look like this. It's going to be 5s plus negative 2s. Of course, that will cancel 2 of the one at the left hand side. Then 6 is maintained. Then other side of the equation, we have 2x also plus that. And when they cancel, we get something like this. Okay, so that is going to be 3x plus 6 equals 15. Remember, we added 2 to both sides of the equation, so that cancel out, and then we have this. Okay, so what are we going to do next? Again, we have 6 also over here. We need to eliminate that also from the left hand side. And so we need to introduce red of the 6 to both sides. So I introduce 6 here. The same thing ought to be done at the right hand side. And remember, once again, each one of these will cancel one of the greens. That is what will happen. So 6 is cancelled at the left hand side and 6 will be cancelled at the right hand side. And when that is done, this is how the equation is going to look like. And we can simplify that to get 3x equals 9. So now we have 3 of our x at one side and 9 of our triangles at the other side. So the final thing we have to do is we have to share this 3s among the 9 ones. So each s will take 3 of the triangles, which means that x will be equal to 3. And it's more or less we are dividing, because sharing simply means division. Okay, so we divide and then we get s to be equal to 3. That is how we solve this question. Let's take another example and see. Let's take 2s minus 3 equals 5 minus 2x. Again, we'll model this as 2x, and we have negative 3 of the ones. The same thing at the right hand side too. We model our negative 2x and then plus 5 of the right hand side. So now our equation is balanced here now. So what we can do is that, okay, we want to eliminate this. So if you want to eliminate the negative, we have to introduce the positive of the x. So we'll introduce 2 here and 2 there as well. And once again, that is going to be like this. So it means we are adding 2 to this, and then we are adding 2s to that as well. But then in this case, here is going to give us 4x, and then this will remain, and then we have 5 here, and everything here will cancel out to give us 0. So we have this. This is going to be what we have. So when we do the cancellation on the balance, we are going to get 4 at the left hand side, and there's no s again, but then we have 5 of our single ones, which are green. Again, we have to eliminate the negative 3 here, so we have to introduce positive of our triangles here, and the same positive here as well. And so when that is done, remember that this whole thing will cancel out, leaving us with only the 4 of the squares, and then this nothing will cancel out, so it will be going to add up to give us 8. So we'll get something like this: 4x is equals to 8. Then once again we share the 4x among the 8 triangles, and realize that each one of the s will correspond with 2 of the triangles, and that becomes our answer. Or more or less, we divide here by 4, we divide here by 4, and we get our s to be equals to 2. Okay, now let's do the last example to end this video. This time around, the question will come like this. They've given you a model, and they want you to write the equation of this model and solve it, right? And so you can see right from here that we are going to have negative 4 of the x and a positive 4 of the single ones. So we can write 4 minus 4x. You can also choose to write your 4x negative first plus 4, but normally equation we prefer, or in mathematics we prefer, writing the positive value first before the negative value comes, for the sake of beauty. Okay, so this is equal to, then at the other side we have 2 of the x plus, minus 2 of the single ones. Is negative because these are negative, so that will be negative 2. Okay, then in solving it, what do we do? Again, we need to eliminate the x, so we can choose to say, okay, let's add plus 4 to both sides of the equation. So we have this already. Okay, so we have this already, and then we are going to say plus positive 4. Okay, and then we have our equal to 2x minus 2. Again, we are going to say plus, okay, I should have brought a plus 4x here. Okay, 4x here will come first before our minus 2 will come. It doesn't change anything. It will remain the same. So when that is done, realize that on the left hand side, this will cancel each other, leaving us with 4 is equal to, then the 2x plus 4x will give us 6x minus our 2 that is here already. Okay, so now from here, what do we do? Again, we have to add plus 2 to both sides of the equation. So we are going to get 4 plus 2 here, and then 6 also minus 2 plus also 2. And when you do that very well, we have 6 is equal to 6 is equal to, then we have this will cancel out, so we have 6x. Okay, and so 6x is equal to 6. And when we are to share 6s among the 6 ones, each s will take 1, and that becomes the answer to this very equation. So that model that has been given us, after writing the equation, when we solve it, s can be 1, and when s is 1, it will keep the balance, the scale balance. I'm sure this video has really helped you to understand the concept of using the scale or the balance to solve equations. Thanks so much for watching.